All right, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the show. Of course, as John was talking about at the top of his newscast, Kayla Mueller now confirmed dead, the latest hostage, American hostage, to be killed by ISIS. And what could you say? What can you say? The brutality of ISIS is unmatched in recent history. God only knows how they killed her. God only knows what suffering this woman went through. And again, far from the outrage exhibited by the King of Jordan at the burning of their pilot, our president hasn't even been seen in public talking about this today. He released a written statement because killing Americans by ISIS in horrific ways after holding them prisoner is now, I guess, acceptable or commonplace to this administration. And that is a huge, huge shame, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I want you to hear some things that are very, very strange. Eric Holder was interviewed by Melissa Harris Perry on MSNBC. You know all about I'm no fan of either of them. But get a load of this. I don't even know what to call this. I mean, again, it's the Peacock Network once again. Embarrassing, outrageous, disrespectful. I don't even know. Watch.
You know, we call you the duck in Nerdland.
The duck?
We call you the duck. So in Nerdland, we say you have a very sort of placid and even way of presenting, but you are just working for justice underneath. Would you quack for us?
Well, I'm not sure I'm going to do that. But I like the analogy.
You do like the analogy, good.
We call you the duck, which is bizarre in and of itself. Would you quack for us? I got to tell you, I'll say this right now. If a white reporter, if a white anchor or interviewer asks the black attorney general of the United States, will you quack for us like a duck? Melissa Harris Perry would probably be the first or the second, depending on whether or not, or third, depending on whether or not she's on after Chris Matthews and Al Sharpton, to call that reporter racist. I've never seen anything so disrespectful in all my life. You know, he's the Attorney General of the United States. I don't have any use for him, his policies. But my God, would you quack for us? Outrageous double standard. Melissa Harris Perry should hold herself to the standard she would hold a white person, because she wouldn't stand for that garbage from a white person. You bet your sweet bippy on that. Oh, there was more. Here's a little more.
I was born and raised in New York City in the 50s and 60s. And for an African-American guy, the thing was to be cool. You know, you got to be cool. You know, things don't bother you. And so on the surface, I'd like to think that that's the way I appear to be. But you're absolutely right. Those little duck feet are just moving as fast as they can underneath, and things are going as fast as they can behind the scenes.
All right, so that's there you go. Enough of the duck references. All right, I want you to see this. Let's lighten up. Usually we do this at the end of a show, but let's watch this. This is amazing. Hit it.
I may have been cool in congressional hearings on the outside, but I was pissed off a lot of the time too, you know. And it was a question of trying to rein in those feelings and make sure that on the outside I was cool.
All right, my mistake. Let's enough with Eric Holder. Let's get to the this puppy tiger cub video.
They may seem like unlikely best friends, but this tiger cub and puppy are constant playmates at the Farm Inn and Wildlife Sanctuary in Pretoria, South Africa.
How cool is that? How cool is that? Here's more.
Hunter was an only cub and had to be separated from his mother as a baby, as she was behaving aggressively towards him. But now his friendship with Chelsea is helping both of them develop vital skills.
Well, there's a lot of wrestling involved and then a lot of stalking, so you can see from like his natural instinct that if she runs away from him, he's immediately crouching down and almost like trying to surprise her. She is a hunting dog, so it's quite interesting to watch. She stalks right back, which is quite a cool concept because you don't really see that with dogs.
All right, and now what about the future of this friendship? It doesn't hold much hope. Here it is.
While the pair are getting on just fine for the moment, their playtime together might be short-lived.
Hunter doesn't take his claws out and he does bite, but not really hard. So you can see they still care for each other. But I think on 6 months from Hunter's side will be enough for them. That's when they get quite boisterous and he almost plays a bit too hard.
But for now, the cute duo are enjoying the time they have with each other.
That is one of the cutest things I've ever seen. I'm sorry, I'm a softie. All right, when we come back, you're going to hear a story about a hero, an American hero, and political correctness has ruined him. Don't go away.